this next video lesson. Make sure you have paper and pencil out ready to take some good notes in order for you to follow along well and do well in this video lesson, right? Make sure that you are paying attention, paying close attention so you can answer the questions accurately. And remember, all the answers are in the video, so if you're not sure about an answer, click the rewatch button and the answer will be there. All right? So let us zoom in here to see what the name of this video lesson is called, and this is Composition of Transformations, Rigid Motions Discovery. Right? So what does that mean? So composition means we're going to do some transformations, more than one step transformations, right? And we're going to do that. We're going to discover what those transformations look like. So, question says, determine a series of transformations that would map figure F onto figure G. Okay? Figure F is this blue figure onto figure G. So the idea is, how the heck do we move this figure blue to this figure green? So here it says A, and then we have a drop-down menu. Now we have reflection, we have rotation, and we have translation, right? So how do we get this blue guy over here to this green guy to be on top, right? So I kind of see that if I rotate, right? If I rotate clockwise 1, 2, so I'm going to rotate a rotation of, I'm going to do clockwise 80 degrees. Now everybody see this try button? Now before I do the second transformation, I'm going to hit try and see what happens to my shape. So I'm going to hit try, and look at that. Ah, well, it's a little bit off because look, this flat side here is with this flat side. And here, on this one, it's kind of over here, so that's not going to work. So, let's see if I do a rotation by 90 degrees clockwise. So let's see what happens if I do that. Okay. Well, that's better. Now look, it's on the opposite side. This little flat side is on this little flat side. So it's like a reflection. It's reflecting. So I'm going to reflect. So my second move followed by a reflection. And I'm going to reflect over, let's see, this is the x-axis and this is the y-axis. Now I wanted to go to the left here. So I want the mirror to be on the y-axis. So I'm going to say reflection over the y-axis. I'm going to hit try. Let's see what happens. Rotate. Reflect. Perfect. Look at that. You are correct. You may now press submit to get credit. So submit. We say yes. Perfect. Check mark. And look at that. It is doing exactly what we did. So we did a rotation, 90 degrees, and then we did a reflection over the y-axis. So let's try another problem here. Okay, so let's see. Determine the series of transformations that would map figure S onto figure T. So figure S is blue. I want to transform it to figure T. So let's see here. What am I going to do? So I want it to move that way. That way. I'm going to do one rotation. This is counterclockwise. So I'm going to say rotation of 90 degrees counterclockwise. Let's see what happens here. Ooh, I'm close. I'm close. Look, the whole thing is kind of like shifted to the right. So I just need to move. Let's see. Let me zoom in a little bit. So this point, I want it to be on top of there. So I'm going to say 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So I'm going to translate 6 to the left. So followed by a translation left 6 units. So let's hit try and let's see what happens. Okay, it rotated and then perfect. Look at that. You are correct. Let's hit submit and let's zoom out a little bit here. Are you sure you want to submit? That's a yes. Perfect. I got my check mark. Look at that. So it shows me what I did. So I'm going to rotate 90 degrees counterclockwise and translate to the left 6 units. Perfect. Perfect, perfect, perfect. Let's try one more. Okay. Let's see. Determine a series of transformations that would map figure H onto figure I. So figure H, blue to green. Oh, I notice it's always blue to green so far. So maybe that's a pattern I want to follow. So blue to I. So let's see what I want to do. I think it's another rotation first, right? It's kind of moving this way. 90 degrees, which is one turn clockwise. I'm going to say rotation of 90 degrees clockwise. Let me try what happens. Before I choose the second transformation, I always try the first. So, ooh, that does not look right. Look at that. The bottom here of the shape is supposed to be here. That does not look right at all. Let me try 180 degree clockwise. Let's just experiment and see what that does. Well, kinda, right? But look, the reflection would be here, and there's no reflection on there, so I guess it's not a rotation. So let me try a reflection maybe. Let's see. I want it to go down. So if I'm reflecting down, then the mirror is on the X here, so I'm going to reflect over the X axis. Let us hit try and let's see what happens. Oh, look at that. Let me hit try again. Yes, that's good. Now I need to move this 1, 2. I need to move this point 1, 2, 3. So when I'm moving to the left, I'm translating. Translation left. How many was it that I said? I think it was 4. Let's try 4 here. Okay. So I go, get reflected down. And then when I work, oh, too many. 1 too many. So it's not 4. It was 3. Let's hit try. Let's see what happens. Perfect. I got it. You are correct. Okay. All right, kiddos, there you are. This is the assignment that you're going to do. Make sure that you took some good notes. Make sure that you paid attention to the questions so you can do well on your questions on this video lesson. And we'll see you next time.